I realize this is not a parenting podcast, but
Yeah.
something came up earlier when you said, when you were talking about how when you were a child, that might have happened where you realized you were not enough. And so you had to do something different. But can you talk to us a little bit about maybe how we can help our next generation,
Yeah.
our children in growth with their mindset and kind
Yeah.
of opening up their capacity to achieve more?
I think it depends on the age, but I do think the biggest gift you can give your kids is understanding, and I'm going to get into it a little bit just so that you can have a clear picture, and it's all just all spelled out in the book, but your thoughts and emotions, your thought happens before the emotion. We see that in the brain. I can see it in a brain scan.
Mm-hmm.
So thoughts fire before the emotion. Remember, where are the thoughts coming from? 90% of them from the subconscious, right? So thoughts fire, then the emotions connect to it. That's why when we're trying to do something new, we feel it before we hear the thought. So thoughts and emotions combine to become a belief or go into the subconscious, right?
Okay.
Not every thought is your thought. And that's the big thing I've literally, like a mantra, tried to get into my kids is the thoughts create your life.
Mm-hmm.
Not every thought that you think is an accurate one. And so we get to just like that thought that was floating around my mind, what kind of value do I have to bring to this podcast?
Yeah.
I had to take that thought captive. That's not a new idea, right? That's in scripture. But it's like, for me, it was like, well, how do you do that? Right. And then we go into those details in the book, but it's literally teach your kids to think about what they're thinking about. To like
think about thinking. Yes.
Yeah. What is the thought you have? And just ask, because with kids, it's simple. Do you believe that thought is true or could be false? Remember, kids, as they age, right in the beginning, their emotional center is like, oh, I've got a 14-year-old right now. We got a lot, we're driven by that. Right. We're in it. But it's like just giving them the gift that they can make a decision about a thought. I'm now watching my 17-year-old that's heard me say this now for a decade say, I thought that, but then I realized that was an error in thinking. And so I chose a different thought and now it's better. And so it's just we're taught that we feel things and therefore they are. And just giving them that one tool that you can be the creator of your thoughts, and the thoughts are going to either create a life you don't want or a life you want. So you get to choose that. And then when they're not doing that, just being that guide to say, do you think that thought is true, or is it possible that there's some falseness to it? And just having those conversations helps them get that skill that I can question the thoughts that float across my mind. Yeah.
That's really good advice. Thank you for watching this short clip. To watch or listen to this episode in its entirety, view the description below. See you next time.